on this day of Thanksgiving?
It is so good to put aside our differences as pilgrims and Indians for one night to enjoy this delicious meal together.
I agree, but won't you introduce us to your son?
Of course, this is my son, Liscana Bakoko.
What an interesting name. What does it mean?
Roughly translated, it means bonehead.
I guess he's not the sharpest arrow on the quiver, you know what I mean?
Dare you laugh at my name? I earned this name because I can make a warrior's helmet out of bone. It is an honorable name. I'm a brave warrior.
What about your son? Will you introduce him?
Of course. This is my son, Ruben.
I find this to be an interesting name as well. What does it mean?
I think it's in the Bible. I think it means mighty warrior.
Impressive.
Actually, we named him after a sandwich.
What? Mighty sandwich. Perhaps I will eat it for dinner.
Well, at least I'm not a bonehead.
Now, children, let's act our age.
Yes, let us start this dinner as friends.
Well said, Chief Wampanoag. I thank you for having your family to our dinner.
And I thank you for inviting us to join your lovely family at this table, Reverend Cotton.
Perhaps before we eat, we should start with a prayer.
I agree. Let us begin with a prayer.
Let us give thanks to Kihitan, to the mighty Kihitan, creator for bringing two tribes together as friends.
Whoa. I didn't mean no heathen Indian prayer from a smelly Indian. Here we give thanks only to God. Keep your kihi-weehi whatever at home where he belongs. And since when do women pray at the dinner table?
Have you no respect for Kihitan? You treat your guests like this? Lie. We're not just a bunch of nookie missions, a bunch of corn canoes you can push around so easily. Such insult from a smelly pilgrim. No less. We must leave.
Father, now is not a time to show weakness. Let me gather my atom, my wyasek, my bow, and my knife. I will show these heathens whose manners. They are like the treacherous foxes, like the treacherous fox.
Father, it was a mistake inviting these savages here. Let me gather my musket and buckler. These Indians don't deserve to sit at our table. I show them.
Help us.
I knew it. It's a trap. We're surrounded by pilgrims.
Don't be paranoid. It's probably one of your war parties called by your wampum voodoo magic.
No? Is anybody there? I heard there was a peaceful meal here between pilgrims and Indians called Thanksgiving. Is it true?
The meal is here, but the peace has departed.
We do not agree on what language and religion to give our thanks.
Who are you, stranger? What brings you to our door?
Sir, I am but a humble Indian pilgrim.
What is this? He says he's an Indian and a pilgrim.
He doesn't dress like a pilgrim.
Nor does he dress like an Indian.
I am happy to explain what I mean, but first may I speak with you? I am intrigued to learn more about the meal called Thanksgiving. Plus, I'm super duper hungry.
Of course, you're more than welcome to sit, but I fear since we cannot get along, our Thanksgiving meal will be spoiled.
Perhaps our dinner prayers and our gods are too different. Perhaps Indians and pilgrims should not eat together.
Old bit of battle. Won't somebody pass me the potatoes?
You cannot eat until the food has been prayed over.
And yet, you have refused our prayer, so how can we ever eat together?
Please sit. I think I have a solution. I have a story which may inspire all of you to share this toothsome meal.
Very well, stranger. I will listen.
I suppose I will listen too. But please, tell me what it means to be an Indian pilgrim. This makes no sense to my ears.
I realize it may sound strange to your ears, but I'm from a country called India, and I am on a spiritual pilgrimage. And so I'm an Indian pilgrim, but you may call me Swami Sweet.
I think he was probably the strangest name.
Even being named for a sandwich is better than being named for sweet potato.
Even stranger than my name is my story. Indeed, that I've been led to this dinner at this hour cannot be coincidence. For I have traveled the world, breaking bread with holy men of different tribes. Surely my story has cause for giving thanks. I promise all of you will be happy to eat with much thanksgiving after you hear my tale.
Long before.
Long before I became a Swami, I was a simple student at my master's.
Now that I've trained you, my Chela, my beloved student, it is time for you to depart on a great adventure. Line.
It is your destiny.
It is your destiny to make many friends and learn that all people, all religions, and all cultures are one.
Guru, is this not a Buddhist quest? Are not the various customs of different peoples very different? Some people even fight against each other in great wars.
Only on the surface that they're different. Underneath, they're all the same. As you know, instead of God, he can be understood by his 8 universal qualities: peace, calmness, light, sound, power, love, joy, and wisdom. You know that you'll see that all religions on earth can agree upon at least one of these forms.
Perhaps you are right, Guru.
Also, today I'll give you a new spiritual name. Henceforth, you shall be known as Swami Sweet Potato.
Thanks. I thought I was supposed to get really cool Sanskrit.
Most of my chelas get Sanskrit names, but your karma is a little bit different. You must journey through many lands in search of the proverbial potato.
Your wisdom is too esoteric for my humble mind.
I'm sorry, my son, but that is a lesson for you to learn on your own. You must travel to many lands in search of holy men. Share a meal with them and listen to their stories. Treat all as beloved friends. Go forward, Swami Sweet Potato.
I traveled for many miles across many lands until I met the kind of holy man my guru spoke of. It was in the lands of the Philippines that I met my friend, Body Parson.
Greetings, friend. My name is Swami Sweet Potato.
Hello, stranger. My name is Body Parsnip.
You must have a good day to tell. Won't you try some of this aloo gobi in exchange for us?
This is delicious. I suppose I can pause for such an exchange. Body is a Filipino word for a type of priest, for you see, I am a holy man. I have dedicated my life to my kapal, dedicated my life to God.
Very interesting. But what is the quality of your God?
Why, of course, the only true God is the God of Lilmunag, the God of light.
How wonderful. I too worship a God of light. Perhaps you are not so different, you and I.
Perhaps not. Now I must go, but I thank you for your food. Today you made a true friend.
I continued my journey for many miles across many lands until I came across yet another holy man. It was in Japan that I met my friend, Sensei Noro.
Greetings, friend. My name is Swami Sweet Potato.
Hello, stranger. My name is Sensei Natural.
You must have a good day. Won't you try some of this aloo bar in exchange for us?
This is delicious. I suppose I can pass for such an exchange. Sensei is a Japanese word for a type of priest. Where you see, a holy man. I have dedicated my life to Zen no Kami, dedicated my life to God.
Very interesting. But what is the quality of your God?
Why, of course, the only true God is the God of Shizukesa, the God of calmness.
How wonderful. I too worship a God of calmness. Perhaps you are not so different, you and I.
Perhaps not, but now I must go. But I thank you for your food. Today you have made a true friend.
I continued on my journey for many miles across many lands until I came across yet another holy man. It was in China that I met my friend Bushimash Potato.
My name is Swami Sweet Potato.
Hello, potato brother. My name is My name is Mushy Mashed Potato.
You must have a good day. Won't you try some of this chana masala in exchange for us?
This is delicious. I suppose I can pause for such an exchange. My Mushy is a Chinese word for a type of priest. For you see, I am a holy man. I have dedicated my life to Kuan Yin, dedicated my life to God.
Very interesting. What is the quality of your God?
But of course, the only true God is the God of Xiang Hui, the God of wisdom.
How wonderful. I too worship a God of wisdom. Perhaps you are not so different, you and I.
Perhaps not, but now I must go. And thank you for your food. Today you have made a true friend.
I continued on my journey for many miles across many lands until I came across yet another holy man. It was in the lands of the Middle East that I met my friend Kahin Kasserole.
Hello, my name is Swami Sweet Potato.
Hello, friend. I'm Kahan Kasserole.
You must have a good tale to tell. Won't you try some of this gulab jamun in exchange for your story?
This is delicious. I suppose I can pass for such an exchange. Kahan is an Arabic word for a type of priest. For you see, I am a holy man. I have dedicated my life to Allah, dedicated my life to God.
Very interesting. What is the quality of your God?
Why, of course, the only true God, the God of Aslam Salim, the god of peace.
Oh, wonderful. I too worship a god of peace. Perhaps you are not so different, you and I.
Perhaps not. Now I must go, but I thank you for the food. Today you have made a true friend.
I continued on my journey for many miles across many lands until I met with another holy man. It was in the lands of Africa that I met my friend Kasisi Brussels sprout.
Hello, my name is Swami Sweetpotato.
Greetings, friend. My name is Kasisi Brussels sprout.
You must have a good meal. Won't you try some of this mango lassi in exchange for your story?
This is delicious. I suppose I can pass for such an exchange. Kasisi is a Swahili word for a type of priest. For you see, I am a holy man. I have dedicated my life to Mungu, dedicated my life to God.
Very interesting. What is the quality of your God?
Why, of course, the only true God is the God of Sati, the God of sound.
Oh, wonderful. I too worship a god of sound. Perhaps you are not so different, you and I.
Perhaps not. Now I must go, but I thank you for your food. Today you have been a true friend.
I continued my journey for many miles across many lands until I met with another holy man. It was in Italy that I met my friend Padre Pumpkin Pie.
My name is Swami Sweetpotato.
Greetings, friend. My name is Padre Pumpkin Pie.
You must have a good day. Won't you try some of this garlic naan bread and see for your story?
This is delicious. I suppose I could pause for such an exchange. Padre is an Italian word for a type of priest. For you see, I am a holy man. I have dedicated my life to Massimo, dedicated my life to God.
Very interesting. But what is the quality of your God?
Why, of course, the only true God is the God del potere, the God of power.
Oh, wonderful. I too worship a god of power. Perhaps you are not so different, you and I.
Perhaps not, but now I must go, but I thank you for your food. Today you have made a true friend.
I continued my journey for many miles across many lands until I met with another holy man. It was in France that I met my friend Petra Pilatus.
Greetings, friend. My name is Swami Sweetpotato.
Greetings, friend. My name is Petra Pilatus.
You must have a good day. Won't you try some samosas in exchange for your story?
This is delicious. Petra is a French word for a type of priest, for you see, I'm a holy man. I dedicate my life to Dieu Tout-Puissant, dedicate my life to God.
Quality of your God.
But God is the only true God, and I am l'amour de Dieu.
I too worship a god of God.
Perhaps not. Now I must go, but I thank you for your food. Today you have made a true friend.
It was in Spain that I met my friend Sacerdote Squash.
Greetings, friend. My name is Swami Sweetpotato.
Greetings, friend. My name is Sacerdote Squash.
Won't you try some of this masala chai in exchange for your story?
This is delicious. I suppose I could pass for such an exchange. Sacerdote is a Spanish word for a type of priest. For you see, I am a holy man. I have dedicated my life to Dios Todopoderoso, dedicated my life to God.
Very interesting. What is the quality of your God?
Why, of course, the only true God is the God of Alegria, the God of joy.
How wonderful. I do worship a god of joy. Perhaps we are not so different.
Perhaps not. Now I must go, but I thank you for your food. Today you have made a true friend.
I continued my journey for many miles across a great sea until I landed here and this land and heard the most enticing tale about Thanksgiving. And here my story ends, but you see, I have a chance to share my lesson with new friends, that they might learn as I have, that underneath the surface, all gods, all religions, all cultures have much more in common than we might think. What a wonderful celebration Thanksgiving is, to come together as friends, to set aside our differences, and to eat good food. And remember that we are all brothers and sisters on this earth. Reverend Cotton, perhaps now you can lead us in the prayer.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
No shuv, huanitam pantamuch, kisaku.
Boas makam sivarta pita, Rajatam.
Ama naming nana sa langit ka, sambahin nawa ang palangan mo.
Minagase tu chichi yo no te saremasu yo ni.
Ren nida gus shanma nada shan.
Abana azifi wata liakaras asmaku.
Baba Yatu Ulie Biguni Gina Lako Lisifiwe Ufalmo Wako Ufike Mapenzi.
Nostro Padre che è nei cieli, sia santificato il tuo nome.
Notre Père qui es aux cieux, que ton nom soit sanctifié.
Padre nuestro que está en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre.
Amen.
Taput.
Namaste, Om.
Siwa nawa.
Domo, hai.
Kutao.
Kuda Hafiz.
Amina.
Sole di oro.
Aler avec dit.
Vaya con Dios.